It's amazing how tonight we've heard all about changing your perspective from the fishbowl to being a little shit and everything in between. But what if I were to tell you that for myself, I ended up in a hospital, I woke up, and I didn't recognize anybody. Physically, they were there, but mentally, I didn't know anybody. If I take you back to the story of my life, it would be at the age of 21. Now raise your hand if you've got a best friend. Got best friends? Man, we got friends. If you don't have a best friend, a friend? All right then. For me, my friend was Jay. Jay and I were inseparable. Best of friends. Jay was a lineman when we were in university, and I ran track and field. I was the rambunctious one. Jay was the quiet one. Jay was 230 pounds, 6'3". Solid. I like that. I don't have to worry about getting in trouble. Jay got my back. Well, the beauty of that was that a lot of times, Jay and I, though we were opposites, we attracted. And it was an amazing friendship that we had. And for many, many years, he had my back and I had his. It was graduation. Man, if you remember graduation, ladies and gentlemen, it's a time to celebrate, to exhale, to understand that you've put a lot of hard work in. And it's time to celebrate. Well, on that night, I asked Jay, I said, Jay, we gotta go out and we gotta celebrate. It's our time. Jay, being Jay, the quiet one, figured it's not the type of thing I want to do. I would just chill out and celebrate quietly. Not me. Not me. We wanted to go out. I wanted to go out. And I told Jay, let's go, man. Don't worry about it, man. I got you. I got you. Jay reluctantly agreed. We went out. And we had a great time. About 2 o'clock in the morning, while standing at the bar, last call. It's a little fight that broke out. Wasn't involving us. Not at all. But Jay, being the type of guy that he is, didn't like to see things like that happen. You would think his menacing size would have people think he would be the first in there. Well, more like the person who would deter from that and separate it was who he was. Jay walked in and moved over, told them to stop, relax. We're here having fun, enjoying ourselves. The guy pushed Jay off and thought that Jay was a part of the rival gang. It was 2 gangs that happened to meet in that club that night. Jay, being Jay, brushed it off, thought nothing of it. We already knew the bouncers in the club, so again, we were good. Told them to leave, got rid of all of the troubles for the rest of the night. Now, it's often said that at 3 o'clock in the morning, nothing good happens, right? Nothing good. I heard a lady in the back there, Well, that was right for that night. While leaving the club that night and having such a good time, a wonderful evening, as we opened the doors to the club, bullets rained down on us. Yeah, like hail and thunder. I was shot twice. I often ask the question to people, when you look at me, what do you see? And I remembered going to a high school and asking that same question. And here's the funny thing. This young girl in the back of the room jumps up and she screams out, "Man, you smell like money!" Yeah, okay. But why do I ask that? Because sometimes you don't know what a person has been through. You see the smile on my face, you see the clothes, you see the shoes. It's gotta be the shoes. But you don't know a person's story. So let me tell you what happened with that story. I have 2 bullets in me. I don't even realize it. Because I'm looking to my right, and on the ground is Jay bouncing off the ground in convulsions. And I run over to Jay, and my first instinct, like any best friend, is to try and see if I can help. And I pick Jay up in my arms, and you don't know what it feels like until you have someone who is dying in your arms. You don't know that feeling. But I had Jay in my arms, and I kept saying to him, "Stay with me, stay with me. Don't do this to me. I need you. I need you, please." And Jay's only words to me that night was, "I'm okay. I'm okay." Before I knew it, Jay gave his last breath in my arms. Now, I didn't even realize that I was bleeding profusely, because where those bullets hit me was under here and right here. And you guys can see the scar after if you want. It's all good. I sat there, and it wasn't until somebody came to me afterwards and said, "You're bleeding. You are bleeding." And then I blanked out. I woke up in a hospital, not knowing who was around me. I had lost short-term memory, was what I was told. I still to this day suffer with that. I love this thing because it's got a calendar and notes that I have to constantly every day put on here so that I will remember if there's something that I have to do. Now again, I asked you, when you look at me, what do you see? You still see that smile? I do too. Because in that hospital bed, I died. And I saw the gates of heaven. And this is no sermon, but I saw the gates of heaven, but they closed it on me and said, "You're not allowed to come in yet." And they brought me back. So each day, I celebrate being alive. I celebrate being here. And through Jay, I celebrate friendships. I celebrate being a person who will help another. Because on that day, I didn't see it coming. On that day, I wasn't able to bring my friend back. And on that day, I didn't have his back. And it's a regret that I have lived with for 25 years. March 12th of this year, I celebrate, the anniversary of that day. It's not much of a celebration, but it's a memory. A reminder for me every time I take my shirt off that I'm still here. And if I'm here, I'm gonna do things positive to help others. And if that smile on my face makes you smile, I'm good with that. If my clothes make you want to go out and shop, I'm good with that. And if my shoes make you want to go and get some shoes, then I'm good with that. But whatever I need to do to make you smile and make you happy and make someone in this world better, I'm good with that. I never want to be the one that has to hold someone like that again. And I never want to be the one to say I didn't have your back.